Hi everyone and welcome to this lesson where we will talk about NIST Cybersecurity Framework. The NIST CSF organizes security controls into 5 key functions. We will only discuss here an interesting aspect of the NIST CSF and not its whole. For more information you can go to the NIST website. Let's go back to our modeling of the object to be secured. To guarantee its security, we must guarantee the CIA triad. The first function is the identify function. The controls of this function lead to the development of a deeper understanding of the existing organization in terms of assets and in particular knowledge of the risks that hover over each of our assets. Weaknesses in the guarantees of confidentiality, integrity and availability must then be exposed. The role of the identify function is to determine the critical assets, the threats to them, the vulnerabilities and the potential risks for the company. Once these risks are known, the protect function will bring together all the protection mechanisms against these risks by blocking the threats. The role of the protect function should therefore be to put in place controls to protect critical assets against threats and minimize security risks. However, despite the protection, risk zero does not exist and neither does the ultimate protection. It may happen that the actions of malicious actors manage to pass through the mesh of the protection net. The detect function must then be there and brings together all the useful controls to identify, detect, alert on threats. The role of the detect function is to monitor activities for anomalies and potential incidents. Detection is not sufficient on its own to block the malicious intent detected. The respond function will take over and bring together the controls to be put in place to respond effectively to all detected and reported incidents that threaten the security of the system. The role of the respond function are to plan and prepare an effective response to security incidents to limit the negative consequences. And finally, the recover function. Because it may happen that despite the response to a reported incident, the malicious actor still had enough time to cause damage to the confidentiality, integrity, or availability of the asset to be secured. In this case, the recover function brings together the controls to be put in place to reduce or even cancel the effects of this damage and bring things back to normal. The role of the recover function is to plan and implement processes to quickly restore systems and services in the event of a disruptive event. Taken together, these functions provide a high level of strategic insight into an organization's cybersecurity risk management lifecycle. The core part of the NIST CSF framework then identifies the categories of security controls and their underlying subcategories for each function. It links these subcategories to the security control clauses defined in other existing reference documents such as ISO 27001, COBIT and others. The version of NIST CSF I have presented to you in this lesson is version 1.1. Version 2.0 comes out in 2024 and I will present it to you in advance in the next lesson. That's all for this part. So thank you and see you at the next lesson.